Welcome back everyone to the third part of I Am Death, which is a very difficult and challenging mission. I recommend you doing this in a team or if you are very strong, and I mean very strong, because no matter the sealer you choose, they are infested with robots. And they will keep spawning and spawning. And they're not that easy to kill, as you can see. Plus, there are turrets everywhere. It's a nightmare for melee players like me. I don't even have a nice gun, so it's difficult to reach them. But we left off in here in the last part. We disabled the reactors to repair, so that's where I'm going to start. Shoot down reactors. Now I decided to ask my friend to help me. He did this at least 5 times before, and he's very strong, as you can probably see by his level. And some parts he was doing himself. We were not on chat or voice or anything. He was just moving forward with the mission. So I'm not entirely sure what he did in some parts. Like, I don't know how he repaired the reactors. In fact, I died a bit for it. But I think he just restarted the reactor again, because I will get a mission update right after the countdown is over. Now. And there was an optional task to restart the reactor, even though it didn't show before, for the countdown alpha. But once you do this, you need to go forward and reach the control room. But first, make sure to kill everything around you, or to rush if you know exactly the path. Otherwise, the robots will chase you and they will get to you, and that's not pretty. It really isn't, trust me. I hope one day this will be easier. It was so chaotic. So you just have to follow this corridor now, always forward. And this next room is the control room, and it's where your next objective is. You can also kill robots from this laser door. It doesn't let you through, but you can still shoot any enemies in the other side of the laser. So next you have a terminal here where you can disable turrets, but you need to hack it first. And you can start destroying the cores. That's the next update once you enter this room. Now the cores are these little tech plates located in these desks, these blue terminals. You get an option to destroy Mainframe Core, and if you click the active, you destroy it. So you need to do this dozens of times. Basically, until you deplete the bar up there in the countdown alpha mission. Don't forget that the terminal that we hacked has the option to let you open the laser door. Danny did it before me. I just disabled the turrets, but that's what happens when you hack and open the door. There are tons of mainframe cores here, and it's also the passage to go forward. So you need to be able to hack it and to open this laser door. It's very crucial. Actually, if you can't do it, then you can't go forward, sadly. Unless there is another way. You need to destroy a lot of these cores, and at some point you will run out of them, and you will wonder where's the rest. Again, here you can disable turrets, remove targeting, and so on. But there are more cores outside of this room. And they are guarded by tons of enemies. Now this is a locked tree door.
Scanner's clear.
I just open it because I could. But this is the way forward anyway, so it's handy to have it. When I'm not here, don't go into the middle, okay? Because this might happen to you. And I'm not sure if you want it to happen. You can easily die if it does. So be careful with the middle. Try to be very sneaky or kill everything before you go there to destroy the cores. As you can see, Danny is taking quite some damage and he's very strong, so do not try to just fight everything, because you might end up dying and resetting your mission, and that's very bothersome. There are quite some terminals to hack here, but most of them are not so important. They just disable turrets and so on, which is, you know, always helpful. Now you need to head to the next control room. As usual, you just have to go forward. You will find these stairs here in this room to the right, and you need to go down. And always forward. Now, if you think you have seen everything of this mission, you are very wrong. We are about to meet another hell on Earth with a very, very strong robot and all the minions. But first, we went to this room in the right with a skill tree door and a terminal. Now, I'm not sure what my friend did there. I believe he disabled the turrets, or he surely did something, because he doesn't enter terminals just for fun like I do. I'm sure he did something there. And that's probably because the next goal is to open a locked door that cannot be hacked. So yeah, he hacked something because the enemies are fighting each other, which is very helpful. As you can see, they are fighting each other. And it's very chaotic and scary. I did not want to get inside this room, but I had no choice. And now he's accessing the terminal to open the door. It's just this door here to the left side. It takes a little bit to update. But we cannot open it just yet. There is something else we need to do first. I accessed the terminal to see the options, but it did not really let me because he already accessed it before me. This is something about doing, oh my gosh, missions with your friends. If they are faster than you and you are doing something like a walkthrough, you will get lost in time and space because you don't know what they did or, you know, what must be done exactly. Anyway, the next part is to craft cores. And they give you these benches here. You go to quest items and then mainframe core. You need to make 15 of them. Keep in mind that you need circuits and steel and damage cores. Which, by the way, I'm not entirely sure how you get them. I had 2 of them with me. I think they are maybe from looting robots. But since I haven't been looting much, just caps basically, maybe that's why I only have 2 with me. Anyway, Danny crafted 13 of them very quickly and we moved forward. And you need to insert the cores into the terminal bench. Just like you destroyed the previous ones, now you have to put them back to repair. Once you put all the cores, you will get an update, which is to open the door. You can now access the terminal and there will be a feature or an option to open the door, which is basically clicking continue and security door, open door, and that's it. It is open. You did it, and you can now move forward. As always, you have to go forward into the lounge silo room and then again forward. Not this room, the other one in front. Go up the stairs again. There are also quite some enemies ahead, so be careful in here. Before you proceed, you can hack this terminal as well and disable the turrets. It's always handy to do this. Plus you get some experience for hacking the terminal. Proceed into killing everything you find for your own good, because we are arriving at the launch room, which is this one, as you can see. But first there are a few things we need to do, such as killing most of the enemies around and launching the pre-launch. Very redundant. Anyway, you access this terminal and you can explore all the options if you want. It's informative. There's a lot of details. However, all you have to do in this terminal is to scroll down and click the last option to launch. Initiate launch prep. That's what will trigger a new update for the Countdown Alpha. And friendly robots will spawn. They will take care of all the procedures to launch the missile. And your duty here is to protect them. So there will be Assaultrons, the strong robot female bodies. I don't know, the ones with the lasers in their heads that hurt a lot and take a while to die. Yes. And they are also stealth, which makes them even more difficult to hit. They move and they are invisible. If you have a missile launcher like Danny, don't forget to bring it with you. I'm sure it will be very helpful at several occasions in this mission. Because fire guns are not effective at all against robots. You either melee them or you throw grenades, explosives. Otherwise it's a pain experience to take them down. And as you can see to my left, there's already a friendly robot operating the terminal, taking care of the launch prep. They take their time, and there are 3 in total, so make sure to check the 3 spots because enemies will attack the 3 of them. And as you can see here, there's a stealthy one already sneaking on my friendly robot. And she keeps going stealthy, and it's difficult to hit her, honestly. So your mission here is to protect all of them and wait until the pre-launch is completed. There are many waves of enemies, and when this part is done, your Countdown Alpha will be completed and you can proceed to do your I am death. Yes, that's true. After all this journey of hell. Okay, so you can head to the system panels. There are 3 of them. And in here you have to insert your nuclear keycard, which is the one you get at the very start, the one you have to retrieve your biometric data and hack and create and so on. And you need a new keycard every time you try to put or attempt a launch code. So I did not know you needed 8 codes for the silo you are in. In this case it's Alpha. But I tested a little bit. So in here you can see there are 8 digits. That means you need 8 different codes. I also added something to test. 8 codes.
Incorrect code detected.
And you really need 8 codes.
New keycard required. Access denied.
So my friend Danny had 5 codes already and I had 1 code. And he went out of this silo to get the other remaining codes while I stayed inside. And then we combined all the codes and used this amazing decryption website, which basically everyone is using to, crack down their codes. I will link it below in the description, so if you want it or you don't know what it is yet, you can check it out. And then we tried all the combinations the website gave us until it worked, basically. So don't forget you need a new ID card every time you fail. I had a few already because I tried this solo 3 times, so I was able to do 3 times, then Danny did 2 times, and he eventually got it right. So he was the one who launched the missile or the nuke.
Incorrect code detected.
Because
Revoking access. New key card
you are not
required.
allowed to touch these panels if you are not the one with the ID card or putting the code right.
Key card accepted.
It does not let me do it because
Access denied.
I was not the
Please
one
insert nuclear key card in
doing the process.
New key card accepted. Keypad access granted.
So Danny got it.
Access granted.
And once this happens, once you get the code right, you can head to the main and central panel to launch the nuke. Basically, you have to select an area where you want to launch the nuke.
Access denied.
But I cannot
Please
do it
insert
because
nuclear key card in the designated
I had no card anymore and it wasn't me who put the code either. But at least the quest or the mission updates when your teammate launches a missile, so that's great and useful information for you if you are doing this in a team. No matter who launches the missile, everyone gets the update and the mission will be completed for all of you. And then it looks like that. A red circle will appear in everyone's map in this server. Within that circle, you will be able to find special mutated enemies. It's a very challenging area and it's high rewards. So it's a very worth of exploring if you have enough radaways and rad shields, because the radiation is just too much in there. Anyway, I know this is not the best walkthrough I have made so far, but it's all I could retrieve from my playthrough of this mission. I hope it was at least a little bit useful to you. If so, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I appreciate it very, very much. So, I am Marta Branco, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!